Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking every single brand new leap year card from worst to best here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Sorry, 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We hit 20K earlier this week, now trying to push towards 25K. It's going to be a big time grind. It's going to take some time to get there for sure, but trying to maybe hit that by the end of April, so a couple months to go. Start of March now, and channel's been growing a lot as of recently, so I really appreciate all y'all's support. Y'all have been going crazy, man, and my channel is really starting to grow, which is really cool. It's sad to see 2K's content this poor, but I think this week's drop, this week's drop is not great, and I highly encourage people to not spend money on this week's drop and to not open packs, and hopefully we will start to see changes in the near future, because it's nice to at least say the vast majority of the community, to see the vast majority of the community coming together and being against this type of stuff. Without further ado, though, I'm not going to waste y'all's time. Let's hop right into it. Let's start off with number 13. There's 13 cards that came out in the leap year drop today. Number 13 is this Nate Robinson, quite simply because he's 5'9". Also, his release isn't very good. So a 5'9" player without an elite release is not going to cut it regardless. He doesn't have defensive Hall of Fame badges. He is too darn small to be any good. I understand he's only 63,000 MT, which thankfully for a pink diamond, but at the same time, he's not a good card at all. This Nate Robinson is bad. His release isn't very good. I understand his SIGs are good, but he's a 5'9" point guard with a bad release. That is not going to work. Number 13, Brent Barry, also pretty bad, mainly because his release isn't all that good. I'd say is the main reason that I don't like this Brent Barry, but he's not an exceptional defender, nor is he an exceptional playmaker. Athletically, he's very good, but his SIGs aren't top tier, and neither is his release. I think that leads to a meh card at best. I don't have super high hopes for Brent Barry as an overall option either. And then David Thompson as well, I think is the last of like the downright not very good cards from today's drop. 6'4", 6'7" wingspan shooting guard is too small. He doesn't have great shooting badges. I know his release is not exceptional. It's not terrible if I remember correctly, but D-Book's base is good. I do remember that being very nice. Kendrick Nunn upper I think was actually solid as well, so I think his release might be better than I remember. Steph Escape is good, but the rest of his SIGs aren't great. Normal Fade is nice, but normal dribble style isn't ideal. Overall, you look at this card and you just go, I mean, he doesn't look awful. He's got a decent release. He's got some defense. He's got some slashing at 6'4", but overall, he's certainly not a great card. He's undersized at shooting guard. I don't think he's all that great. Number, I guess, 9 is, or number 10, I think, is going to be Shaden Sharp, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. Hotspots from nearly everywhere, 17 Hoffs, I mean 19 Hoffs, I should say, with the extra badges added. Like, pretty good outside of the defense. He's a 6'5" PG. He's super athletic. He's got great shooting badges and great playmaking badges. The problem with this card is mainly that his defense is meh. It's just not great. 86 interior. He's super athletic, super fast, great shooter. Release is on normal, which is better than what it was on, which was slow. So that's an improvement as well. But I will say, as a whole, I don't look at this card and I don't go, wow, he's a dog. I think he's pretty mediocre, to be completely honest. I don't sit here and think he's this top tier option at the point guard spot. But he's at least intriguing. I'll probably have to try him out at some point and see if he's any good. Aaron Gordon looks pretty good as well. Also got his release move from slow to normal. Really athletic, versatile card who's not missing really any important badges. That's his best value, is how complete he is as a card. Really has great defense and finishing, but also good shooting and good playmaking badges. His stats in all the way around are 90 plus in every single important area, which is really nice. And release on normal is better than it's going to be on slow. Pro dribble style is nice. Basic fade isn't bad either. This Aaron Gordon card is not a bad card. He's not extraordinary, but he's certainly not a bad option. And then Xavier McDaniel, also a pretty good pink diamond. He and Aaron Gordon are both good small forward options. I think X-Man even has a better release than Aaron Gordon. He's also really versatile as a finisher and as a defender, and solid as a playmaker. Now, he needs handles for days, unpluckable, agent 3, blinders, and limitless range. Like, I would add all 5 of those badges to this card if you're really trying to use them at a high level, and that's a lot of badges to add on a pink diamond at this point in the year. So in my opinion, like, is he missing too many badges to be the best of the best? Kind of, but in some ways, he also looks like easily the best pink diamond today in terms of his release. Pro dribble style is nice. John Wall's escape is good. He's got a good drag back. Pro behind the back, normal fade isn't bad either, and he's really athletic and pretty big player, build a small forward position, even though he's listed only 6'7". I think he's the best of the pink diamonds. I think he's a pretty good card. Now we move on to the opals. Obviously, I think the worst of the opals, in all honesty, is John Wall. He's only 6'3", and his release is legitimately too fast. That is, I will say, his release on his diamond card was basically too fast, and that was only on quick. On very quick, it is maybe the fastest release in the game, which generally would be a good thing, but I almost think it's too quick to green consistently, at least on the quicker shot timings like a set point or something like that, or obviously like a jump, but maybe even push. It's still really fast. Shooting badges could use some work, I guess. They're not Hall of Fame, but at least they are complete gold badges. And his finishing, defense, and playmaking are definitely all very, very good. The thing that I don't love about this card is, number one, he's only 6'3" at the point guard position, and number two, his release is legitimately, in my opinion, too fast to be a truly elite level release in my team. As crazy as that sounds, I think it's going to be really inconsistent to shoot. So while I don't think he's a bad card, he's got great sigs, he's super athletic, a fun, good point guard option. I think there are still a few better options, and I think among the Opals today, he is the worst of them. Blake Griffin is who I would have next at number 6. Blake is really, really good, but he is a pretty mediocre release at the small forward position. He's 6'9". He's got all the key, well, not all, but pretty key finish or all-around badges. He doesn't have clamps or any of the perimeter badges defensively, which hurts a little bit at small forward, I will say, but at least they're on gold. Another really complete card, kind of like that Aaron Gordon I talked about earlier. Super athletic, 95 speed, good defensive stats, incredible dunking, and 91 3-ball off limitless range. The thing is, the release isn't exceptional, and he doesn't have the defensive badges that I'd really want at the small forward position besides the interior ones. Like, he doesn't have the Hoff clamps, Hoff challenger, Hoff glove, that type of thing, which would be really, really nice to have. And while you can add those, I guess, as a base card, like, I think there are a couple of better Opals. I don't think Blake's bad, but I don't think he's the best of the best either. Ray Allen, kind of in that same boat with Blake and John Wall. Honestly, I would say all three of those guys are relatively interchangeable. This is just the order I decided to go with. Ray cracks the top 5. I think he's really good, but he's not extraordinary. You know what I mean? For gambling only cards, Ray Allen, Blake Griffin, and John Wall are all pretty darn mediocre options out of Opals. They're really, really good, and the Opals are all good. They're all great cards. Ray Allen has great animations, great release, great shooting ability, great slashing, great defense, and capable playmaking ability. And he's an elite level slasher as well, no doubt. He's obviously one of the greatest shooters of all time. Got pretty good sigs, although not extraordinary sigs. But his release is very quick. Pro 2 fade is really nice. I like the card in a lot of ways. I think his animations are good. I think he's a good card. I just think there are a few better options at the same time. Number 4 is going to be... well, number 4 is tough, honestly. I think I go Rudy Gay. Because the thing about Rudy Gay is, as great as he is offensively, defensively, he is not next level amazing. He's got Hoff glove, post lockdown, and off ball pass, bunch of gold badges. Doesn't have a movable enforcer, but you can add brick wall, fast feet. Could add break starter, and you probably should as well. But playmaking badges are great, shooting badges are great, and finishing badges are also, well, great. 94 speed, 94 3-ball, 98 driving dunk, defensively pretty good. Could use some upgraded defensive badges, yes, but his release is on quick. It was an amazing release, even on normal. On quick, it's going to be incredible. And then Steph's dribble style is not bad. Trey escape is arguably the best escape in the game. Pro behind the back could be really good. John Wall's drag back is exceptional. This Rudy Gay is a great card. He is an elite level option. Not worth gambling still, but I would say he and the other two Opals, obviously Lonzo and Gerald Wallace, are, I think, a little bit of a step ahead. Ray Allen, John Wall, and Blake Griffin. Gerald Wallace is the Opal that I would have at the number 3 spot. I think he's the second best Opal. As good as he is, I just can't put him over Lonzo, and I'll talk about why I like Lonzo so much in a second. But this Gerald Wallace card is amazing. I know he is not the biggest name. In fact, he is probably the opposite of the biggest name. He's the smallest name of all the Opals coming out today. But this card is super athletic, very good shooter, very good finisher. I'm not as worried about the shooting badges not being all Hall of Fame, because I think I can work with that. The defense is where he really shines, though. Hoff 94 feet, anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor. Immovable enforcer, that is a massive badge that almost no locks have, especially on Hall of Fame. Off-ball pass, pick dodger, pogo stick, post lockdown, right stick ripper. He is incredible defensively, maybe the most versatile defensive lock in the game right now. 98 driving dunk as well. Great release, on very quick, really solid shooting badges. Playmaking on him is also exceptional. MJ dribble style, pro escape is not insane, but it could be a good behind the back. Jimmy's drag back isn't incredible either, but he does have a nice release. Kobe fade is also elite. And overall, Gerald Wallace is just a top tier option in my team. No doubt about it. He's an elite level card, and I think he is the 3rd best card that came out today. Second best is this Lonzo Ball. He's the best Opal from today's drop. He is the best point guard in the game, in my opinion, quite simply because of his defense. He's the most versatile defensive point guard in the game, having a movable enforcer at 6'6", having all the perimeter defensive badges like challenger, clamps, glove, 94 feet, right stick gripper, and pick dodger, and then also having the Hall of Fame anchor. Playmaking badges are great. Shooting badges are really, really good, and as are the finishing badges. 95 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 96 speed, excel and speed of ball, 97 ball handle. Really great defensive ability. I think the defense is really what sets him apart, though. I know his release is nice. On very quick, it's good. Pro 2 fade is great. D-book dribble style, got some pretty good sigs. all the way around. I don't love Levine Escape. You're going to have to figure out how to work around that as a primary ball handler. But as a whole, this Lonzo card is incredible, and I do believe he's the best point guard in the game and the best Opal from today's drop. The best card from today's drop is 100 overall KG. He's a 6'11 small forward with absolutely ridiculous SIGs, invincible stats and badges, and is an extraordinary top-tier card in my team, no doubt about it. He's the best card in the game, but I honestly don't care because I don't care about these 100 overalls anymore, to be honest. I never really did because they don't exist to me anyway. Unless I play against 100 overall cards, I basically pretend they don't exist. And that is what I will continue to do. And as good as these Opals are, they are not worth gambling on today, and I would not encourage gambling on them. Also, I will say that it is really, really sad that the way that I ranked this was 100 overall and then all of the Opals and then all of the pink diamonds, but I actually think that is probably the most accurate ranking in today's drop. I'm not sure that any of the pink diamonds, I mean, you could make an argument that Xavier McDaniel, Aaron Gordon might be better than John Wall, might give Blake Griffin and Ray Allen a run for their money a little bit, but as a whole, the fact that the Opals are all, in my opinion, better than all the pink diamonds are is not great either. The buyable cards are all mediocre for another week in a row. Yes, X-Man and Aaron Gordon are good if you need some small forwards, but as a whole, this drop is disappointing and another greedy gambling only drop that I encourage people to not interact with and not spend their money on. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.